Shot Perez then brought back into the fold. Heisdal is the man out ahead. Vladimir Karpets on the front at the moment for, well, just behind Heisdal for Case Tapan. This is an extremely select group, and it shows how steep and difficult that little climb through Cuenca is, because once, and it all started happening, Sean, when some people took one way around the roundabout, somebody took another, because as soon as they hit beyond that point, it was hairpin bend after tight bend after tight bend after narrow road, and it really strung out. Igor Anton on the attack now, trying to go away from Vladimir Karpets, and it was just the wrong time for things to happen, wasn't it, that roundabout, because everything then strung out.
Yes, well, it's certainly the wrong time if you took the wrong way, or the long way, let's call it, around the roundabout. You know, making the effort to stay up in front and then find yourself losing, you know, 20, 30 places in the bunch, and you have to make a huge effort to move up, and then you come onto the section, as we see, the cobblestone section, and you know, that can really hurt the legs, and if you had made the effort just before that, you could pay a little bit of the price. And the surprising one is Vinokurov is not here, and I think you know, maybe he could have had problems there in that run into the climb into the cobble section.
My apologies, this is Samuel Sanchez on the attack. Igor Anton still at the back of that group. We'd only seen Igor Anton. I didn't even realize Sanchez had got the cross to the group. Samuel Sanchez, a very, very talented rider. Last year was a super year for him. This year hasn't been quite so good, but very strong. I'm a big fan of Sanchez. And a good attack coming down this hill. They're all strung out now. He's going for that victory. Right at the back at the moment is Javier Zandio. This is the rest of the peloton just filtering down at the moment. This is our front group, and Sanchez has gone off the front. 6 seconds only the advantage. Very, very difficult place to attack. There's Igor Anton right at the back still, with De Luca just coming through. Xastra, Perez, Kasheshkin. Still can't see who the Discovery Channel rider is. It's opportunistic move after opportunistic move, isn't it, Sean? And he's got 6 or 7 seconds now. He's going like a train.
Yes, he's definitely going, you know, giving it everything, giving it 100%, and also, you know, on the limit in the corners, we see him there. He's really pushing it and really going hard into the corners. You know, normally, you know, if there's a little bit of hesitation behind, he could pull out 15 seconds, 20 seconds very quickly. But once again, I think Karpets is just, you know, keeping it going on the front there, and that's always going to be difficult for a rider to get away if you have, you know, a rider from the team, from the race leader, who's going to ride and make a good tempo on the front. You know, very difficult to pull out an advantage enough to hold on when you get to the bottom of the climb as well. You know, you need to have that 15-20 seconds to hold on.
He's going to have to, because the last 3 kilometers are flat. Essentially, there's nothing else. There's no more advantage to be gained from difficult corners and so on as they drop off of this climb. Back through the valley in towards Cuenca, Newtown. They go past the cathedral again on their far right-hand side, where it's pretty much flat. Now everybody's sort of sitting up here, Sean. Nothing much going on behind. Still can't see. Could be Beltran. There's 2. Now they're all coming back together with 5 kilometers to go. This playing exactly into the hands of Samuel Sanchez. Ventoso's got onto the back now. And who's going to take up the chase, if anybody, Sean? Certainly Bettini not keen to do the work, wanting for other riders to come through, and it looks like Astana have come through to the front now.
Yes, it looks like the Astana rider's taking it up here. We see Karpets there. He slowed it down a bit, and immediately there's an Astana rider who took up the pace on the front, and quite a number of riders have joined into this group of Valverde Bettini. So, you know, we're about 25, maybe 30 riders now, so it will be interesting to see what the gap is with 4Ks. It looks like it's about 7-8 seconds for the moment for our leader Sanchez.
Here he comes through. Now the clock will start ticking. Oh gosh, he really is playing it. I don't think it's even that much. Look, here we go. 7 seconds only to the front of this group now. I don't think he's ever going to stand a chance of staying away. It's Karpets at the front again, I think, or at least one of the Case Tapan riders. We've got 2 flanking their team leader Alejandro Valverde. Then we have Bettini.
And the street looks to be after after being a shower here, so that's something you have to be careful, because you get a dry section as we see here, and you come into a corner and it's totally wet, and you know, you can be taken by surprise there, and that's something you have to always consider when you're running in at this speed at 55-60 k per hour.
Well, it's been raining on and off all day at the finish in Cuenca. Big thunderstorms have been rolling in and over and out. They haven't yet affected the peloton. But as you say, Sean, that's not nice, is it? They're going from one corner to another, and Sanchez, let's have a look at this as he goes through. Let's see where the dry line is. Well, at the moment, luckily, as they go up towards the 3 kilometre banner, it's pretty wide roads now. I mean, it would be even worse if it was a narrow, twisting road. It's open out the weeny bit now, but still travelling at that speed. Nasty, nasty stuff. 9 seconds the gap. Alejandro Valverde just concerned. There's the monastery on the far right-hand side, and the cathedral, as you can see. We've got that's up on the hill in Old Cuenca. We're not going up there now. This is the new town we're running into. And we've got to the 2 kilometre to go banner. At about 1.5 kilometres, there's a flick left and right. And then just under the kilometre banner, they turn hard left and run up towards run along towards the finish line. But it's pretty much flat from now on, and now everybody controlling this from Case to Pan. Well, I don't think Valverde's got anything to worry about. Sanchez, he's not going to worry about where Sanchez is in terms of winning the stage, Sean, but I think everybody else will have to come through and do some work if they want to take this back now.
Yes, it's interesting to see that the Case de Pan are riding here, because Sanchez is not a danger man, but of course you know, we haven't seen who has missed this group, and maybe some of the favourites have missed it. Vinokurov was one we did not see, but a lot of riders coming back to join in with the Valverde group, but maybe Valverde thinks he can take time bonification here, of course, because in this sort of a sprint with about 25-30 riders, a lot of the sprinters not here, he could, you know, take a place in the top 3, and that would be very valuable time bonuses.
Well, I think Vino is in here, Kasheshkin's in there, and I thought that was Paulino had come across. It was put up as Vino, but it looks like Sergio Paulino to me. I can't be at all sure. We haven't seen, it's been so fast and furious to these last few bends on the run down into Cuenca. It's been very, very difficult to find out who's in this group. Coming under the 1 kilometre to go banner though, what is the gap? Look, it's really, really piling on, and as you say, Sean, he can get a few seconds bonus. Even if he doesn't take the first place, Valverde, he can take second, he can get 12 seconds. If he takes third, he can get 8 seconds. 10 seconds is the gap. Is it enough? He's got about 800 meters to go, Samuel Sanchez. No point looking over your shoulder, boy.
And doing a very good job here, you know, very impressive there, because we can see the Case de Pan riders riding very strong, and it looks like he could hold on out there. It's going to be close.
He's a tremendous rider, Samuel Sanchez. He's had terrific results last year in the Tour of the Basque Country and so on, but only 4 seconds is now the gap between Sanchez, who's just digging. Well, this is a little bit of a false flat here. It doesn't really run up an awful lot, then it drops down over the last 100 meters or so. Here comes Sanchez around that little corner and into the drop. Case de Pan are going to have to work so hard to catch him. I don't think they're going to. I think Vinokurov is, if he's in there, he's in third place. If he's in there, Sanchez is going to hang on to this. And Valverde is in for the extra points. It is Vino in third place. There goes Vino. He's going to try and get the extra points. So is Torre, who's off because he needs them for the points competition. And Valverde just looking across to Vinokurov, and it was in fact Samuel Sanchez taking the victory, but you could see how dangerous Valverde thought Vinokurov was, because he was trying to take the bonuses, but Vino giving up when he saw Toruzov on one side and Alejandro Valverde on the other. But what a wonderful victory by Samuel Sanchez. Just concentrating on those people who are coming in for second and third there. That was an interesting battle behind, but a race within a race, as David Duffield would say. How fascinating.
Yes, what a final there, and what a ride by Sanchez. You know, he did a great ride there to hold off, because Case de Pang riders really, you know, piling on the pressure in the last 4 or 5 Ks there and holding off very strong in that final kilometre. You know, straight, you could see him hanging out there, and it's like the hare in front of the dog. You know, just the riders that they're going to give so much for